Milford High School Football Hall of Fame. The club would like to thank the following people for donating both time and materials to make this night possible. Jason Verlo and the staff of the Milford Beacon, the Road House, Tide Water Utilities, Phil's Brothers Market, Roy Rigby, Mark Shawnee, and the board members of the Gridiron Club. As I stated earlier, Senator Thurman Adams, Representative Ben Ewing, and Bobby Alton had prior commitments this evening and send their best wishes to our Hall of Fame inductees and their families. On behalf of the Milford School District, we would like to thank our Senators and representatives for providing the additional funding necessary to make both of our new stadium facilities fully handicap accessible and for expediting funding for our new Milford Central Academy and our new elementary school that will begin construction in 2009. Your support is greatly appreciated, and we thank you all for what you do for our students, our district, and our community. And now our Hall of Fame inductees. Tonight's first inductee is Bernard Barney Briggs, coach of Milford football from 1939 to 1941. After returning from serving our country in World War II with the Army Air Force, Barney resumed his coaching duties from 1945 until 1951. Barney's 1939 team went 7-1, while the 1946 team was crowned Southern Division champs with a record of 6-1-1. His 1940, 41, and 47 teams also had winning records. During his tenure as head coach, Barney also served as the school's athletic director. During this time, Barney supervised the design and construction of two stadiums, including the current stadium we're here in, right on 10th Street. Upon his retirement from athletic director in 1975, the high school stadium was renamed Barnard Briggs Stadium. He was inducted into the Delaware Sports Hall of Fame in 2007. Tonight's induction is awarded posthumously and is being accepted by his two sons, Bob and Jack Briggs. Our second inductee is Frank Allen Huey, who played offensive end and defensive back for Milford's varsity football team from 1953 to 1955. Al was named first team All-State in 1955 and represented Milford in the first ever Blue-Gold All-Star football game, where he started at right end. Al was also an All-State basketball player in 1956 and broke the state record in the 880-yard dash in 1955. Upon graduation from Milford, Al played football and ran track at the University of Delaware. In 1960, Al enlisted in the United States Marine Corps and was designated as a naval aviator. He played halfback for Davie, Pensacola Ghost in 1960 and coached the youth activity teams in 62 and 63. Al retired in 1990 as Brigadier General after serving 30 years on active duty, which included 2.5 combat tours in Vietnam. Al, the birthday final is here tonight to accept his award. Our next inductee is Mr. George Stanley Hicks, an offensive and defensive lineman for Milford from 1971 to 1973. During his tenure at Milford High School, Stanley was a two-time All-Conference selection and was named second-team All-State in 1972 and first-team All-State in 1973. Stanley also represented Milford in the Blue-Gold All-Star football game, where he was named the game's best lineman. In addition to these awards, Stanley was a Kodak All-American and a state champion in wrestling, shot put, and discus. Upon graduation from Milford, he enrolled at Delaware State University and twice received all-conference honors. After Del State, Stanley received a free agent tryout with the Oakland Raiders and also tried out for the Toronto Argonauts of the Canadian Football League. Stanley enlisted in the Army and was stationed in Germany, where he played football for the Ramstein Air Force football team. However, because of a recent stroke, Stanley was not able to attend tonight's ceremony, but accepting this honor on his behalf is his brother, Darrell Hicks. completing 1,411 yards rushing and 17 touchdowns. Clarence went on to play 2 years of football at Wesley College, where he was named the National Junior College All-American after rushing for 2,279 yards and 22 touchdowns. Clarence also played 2 years at Hampton University, where he was named a Parade All-American returner. Clarence was also able to play for 1 season in the National Football League with the Miami Dolphins and played with the Canadian Football League Toronto Argonauts and the semi-professional Chesapeake Bay Neptune. He returned to Milford High School as an assistant coach and stayed actively involved in sports. Tonight's induction is awarded posthumously and is being accepted by his mother, Laura Bailey, and Lorenzo Bailey.